So I think my biggest takeaway is that I love the sensor, but I don't love the camera. That was me a week ago recording my thoughts on the URSA Cine 12K. I love the sensor, but I don't love the camera. Fast forward to today, I wake up to a bunch of images on the internet showing that Blackmagic is going to put the 12K sensor in the Pyxis, and that's what I wanted. I've literally said to some of my friends, if they put this sensor in a Pyxis body, I would be a buyer. I really think that this particular sensor tied with B-Raw is something special. It's got incredible colors, it's got a really fun highlight recovery feature that you can use in Resolve, it's got incredible dynamic range, and the way that B-Raw handshakes with DaVinci Resolve is seamless. In fact, I can play 12K RAW files back on my MacBook with no frame drop. But the URSA body in particular was always just too big for me. So I'm in the market for a new cinema camera, and recently I sold my Red Monstro. Right now, in my hunt for my next cinema camera, I have three main options. That's the Sony Burano, the Red Raptor, and presumably maybe the new Pyxis. So what really excites me about this leak is having this sensor in a smaller body. Just from my own speculation, here's what I expect from a Pyxis 12K. I would expect the price to be $5,000 or under, maybe we'll get up to $6,000. I expect it to be limited to maybe 60 frames a second, but I feel like that they'll find a way to have the same readout speed. It would be surprising just because that's a lot of computing power, but I feel like Blackmagic might try to surprise us all. And then on top of that, I expect maybe some new accessories to be announced with the camera to make it more of a pro model or something like that. Now, I don't expect necessarily them to include NDs, and in fact, I'm probably okay with that because after using the ND system on the URSA Cine, it's similar to the Alexa where you only go in 0.6 stop increments. It's not my favorite. I like Sony's system, I like Kinefinity's system, I like Red's on the XL. I love the variable END, but I don't necessarily love just going 0.6 stops because sometimes I just need to stop or even less, and so being able to dial it in with an END is probably my favorite. I'll be at NAB this weekend, and I can't wait to check out all these cameras in person. Hopefully there's some new stuff that gets released that hasn't been talked about, but this one right here is complicating my decision, even though it hasn't officially been released. If you're in the market for a camera right now, let me know if there's any cameras that I'm sleeping on, or if there's anything that you're considering. If you'll be at NAB, maybe I'll see you there. I'm sharing what I've learned and what I'm learning along the way. If you enjoyed this content and want to continue growing together, consider subscribing. This is just the beginning of the conversation.